Welcome to the No Equipment Ninjas workout for Wednesday the 27th of May. What we've got for you today is two pieces. There's no testing today. What you're going to work on is you're going to work on your tuck planche and we're going to work on your crow pose. So I suppose the crow pose is going to be a little bit of a test to see where you can work on balancing. So things that these build towards. Planche is going to be basically where you hold your body in a nice straight position. So basically a push-up position with your shoulders way out in front of you. Your legs nice and straight, and your whole of your body is kept off the floor. What we actually have to do to achieve this position is get your get your shoulders way out in front of your hands to be able to have really good shoulder strength and very, very good core strength. We're only going to work on the absolute basics for this, guys. So I'll show you two progressions that you can work on, progression A and progression B, okay? We're then going to work on your crow pose, and you're just going to see 3 attempts to see how long you can hold for. Okay, so tuck planche progression number 1, fairly straightforward. We're going to work on trying to get your shoulders as far out in front of your hands as you can, and then using your core to bring your knees in towards your chest. So it looks a little bit like this. So I'll just show you part B again, guys. We just had a little bit of a cut off with the camera. Remember, hands, toes tucked, pull your knees in, lift off at the finish point, and then back down. So for those guys, we want you to do 5 sets of between 3 to 5 really good repetitions. Now be very careful when we say really good repetitions. Don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as fast as you can. Do 1, have a shake off, take as long as you need to be able to do the next rep just as well as you did, or if not even better than you did the first rep. So for most of us who haven't done this before, we're just going to be doing 3 reps, rest as long as we need to, 5 times through. Maybe film them, have a look, because again, this is going to be a slow progress through time towards getting some really, really high-end gymnastics movements. So for part B, you're going to be focusing on your, not part B, for the second exercise, we're going to be focusing on your crow pose, and we're going to split that up into part A and part B, depending on your skill level. It is a little bit of testing because we are going to see how long you can hold this for. So if you've never done a crow pose before, we're going to go into your headstand practice position. And it's actually a really good one if you've never done a headstand before, because we're just going to learn your tipping points for your balance. So we're just going to assume you've never done a headstand. What we want to see from a headstand is a tripod position. So imagine if you've got your tripod here, you're going to have your elbows, out to the side, and you're going to create an equilateral, hopefully you remember your year 7 mathematics, an equilateral triangle. You're going to place your head where your hands were, and you're going to place your hands where your elbows were. From here, we're going to bring our knees in and lift our feet off. Our goal then is to tip backwards and forwards from that headstand position and just off the floor. So back in, tip, 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 tip. Just want you to spend maybe kind of like 5 repetitions, 5 sets, just practicing that tip backwards and forwards. What you're learning here is you're learning a little bit of hand control, you're learning about the posture, you're learning about keeping your abs tight, you learn about keeping that elbow to knee connection, which we'll need towards doing your crow pose and your crane pose later on. Option B is, if you're quite adept at that, guys, you're just going to try and hold in between those 2 positions. So we're going to start with our head off the ground, put our knees on our elbows, lift our heels off, and then try and balance in that position for as long as we can. Big things to focus on. Try and keep your heels as close as you can towards your bum. If you do find that you are afraid of tipping forward, remember, put a cushion on the floor, just so that you're not going to be afraid of kind of like tipping forwards. You're not going to kind of like do anything silly and try and pull your hands away. And have a go, if you've never done it before, have a go at part A before going on to part B. So either part A, have an attempt at 5 sets of maybe 5 repetitions, tipping backwards and forwards, or just practice trying to learn to use your fingers to push off. Or, if you're quite adept, go on to B, 3 attempts, max effort crow pose. Again, set yourself a stopwatch, see how long you can hold it for. Also notice the feelings that you're getting. So is it your knees or your elbows that are getting painful? Is it your fingers that are getting tired, pushing into the ground for that long? Or is it your confidence that we need to work on?